Hey there, it's Neil from Biz Audio here, and I'm going to give you a quick run through of what you can do in the customer portal, how to manage your account, basically. So I'm going to cover the following things: how to change your plan. You can do that in the customer portal. How to pause or cancel your subscription. How to update your payment details if your card has expired, for example. How to view your receipts and invoices and print them off, and how to change your password for the customer portal. That's not for your player, that's for the customer portal. So let's get into the customer portal. First, I'm going to show you how to access it. And you access the customer portal through the main website. So this is not through the web player where you play the music and see the playlist. That's a separate site. You sign up for that typically when you decide you're going to try out a 14-day trial for Biz Audio, and you create your user details and your login and your password for the player. This is the main website, bizaudio.com. This is where you may have first found out about Biz Audio, but it's also, if you're a subscriber, where you will have paid. So this is the e-commerce bit, and it's also where you then manage that account that you've created once you've paid. So most important thing, go to bizaudio.com, click on the little icon, and you'll be asked to log in. And there are two ways that you can log in. The usual way with your, which I'm going to do now, with your email and your password. But if you can't remember your password, you can get sent by email a one-time password, which I think is a 6-digit code, and you just enter that, and you can also get in that way. But I'm going to put in my password. Let's hope I remember it, because that'll be embarrassing if I don't. There we go. Yeah, and I am in. So let's start with the first thing. How can you change your plan? So you can see I've got 2 subscriptions here. These are the headings: subscriptions, invoices, account. Those are the main things to worry about. Under subscriptions, I have got 2 test accounts effectively. This one here is the current type of plan, where you've got 3 options. You've got the annual plan, the standard monthly plan where you can cancel anytime, or the one where you can commit to 12 months but still pay monthly, which is for cash flow benefit, really. If I click on manage that, you will see a few options. You can change your plan. When I click on that, I'm going to get a drop-down menu, which allows me to move from my current plan, the monthly plan, to one of either the annual plan or the commit to 12 months and pay monthly. So that's how you change your plan. If you want to pause, you click on pause, and you have the option of either setting a date when you want to pick up again, or you can tick here and say no specific renewal date. Pause the subscription. Are you sure you want to? Yes. And I've now paused that subscription. And as you can see, if I come back in here, I can unpause it. Do remember that if you have unpaused, you have effectively temporarily suspended the license that we offer you. And if you then play music and you don't have a PPL license and you're found out, you will be in trouble. So I just have to stress that, because don't assume that you're still covered by our license if you are not paying at that time. You'll understand why. It kind of makes sense. If and I hope this never happens, but if you need to cancel your subscription, you can do that here. Just click on this cancel subscription link, and the rest is very intuitive and very straightforward. If you want to update your payment card, you can do that by going into account, and you'll see a link here that says wallet. You can view your wallet, and what that will show you is cards that you have on the system. Now I've got a problem. This is an old test card. You can see this is telling me that, or it's flagging that this card has expired. the star here makes this my primary payment method. If I was to add a new payment method, I would then be able to remove this one. You need at least 2 payment methods active before you can remove one, just to be aware of that. So this is how you update your payment method, and I've got lots of cards saved there. You can then add your new card and off you go, and then authorize it. And if it's authorized, it'll appear here. If it isn't authorized, there's something wrong with your card, not our system. I promise you that. So that's how you do that. What now? Invoices. If you want to view your invoices, you can do that here. It shows the invoice IDs, and you will be able to then print off that receipt. And these are tax receipts, so they're perfectly good for your accountancy requirements. And then finally, again in account, if you want to change the password for your Biz Audio customer portal, you can change that here. Okay. Now, one quick thing just to flag: if you want to add a new site and pay for a new site, the way you would do that is make sure you're logged in. And in any case, even if you're not logged in, when you come to pay for that new monthly subscription, say, you're going to put in as long as you put in the same email address, the system will recognize that, okay, you've already got an account, and it will end up here. So if you've got 5 sites with individual plans, you would see them all here. If you use a different email account, you're going to end up with different accounts. You don't really want to do that. If you've already logged in and then you go back home and you go shopping, in other words, I'm still logged in. If I was then to go to subscribe again here, it knows that I'm logged in, and I choose my plan, and then it will be added to your account. Okay, so that is the customer portal, and I'm now logged out. I hope that's covered everything. As ever, if you've got any questions, let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.